from Rajasthan. We don't have trees here. I mean, we do have trees, but like the amount of trees that
You
we
don't
saw
have
over
trees.
there.
Okay.
No, actually, I was messing with somebody in Kerala. So I told him
Hmm.
that like we don't have trees. Like absolutely, I'm seeing trees here for the first time, and we ride on camels when we have to go to school. He was like, "Oh, okay, well, okay." He thought
Hmm.
that I was not kidding. Okay, so like that's the image that everybody has of Rajasthan, that we probably
Hmm.
have camels. Like
Right.
every single house has a camel and stuff like that. It's not
Even I
this.
thought,
I know.
even I thought everybody would be having a camel in house. Like we in Tamil Nadu, we have. I mean, not now. We used to have cows in our houses, like in my grandparents' time, even in my father's time. I thought, okay, in Rajasthan, most probably people would be having camels, and they drink camel milk.
Yeah, well, I understand why that's so, because I think
Okay, do
even
you
my
drink camel milk? Have
no,
you ever?
what? No,
No. Okay. I mean,
no,
do people usually drink camel milk? No.
no. I'm
Oh.
hearing that for the first time. That's why would somebody do that to themselves?
Okay. I mean, somebody told me that people in deserted regions, especially Rajasthan, they drink camel milk just like we have cows in here. Similarly, they have camels there. That's what I've heard. Okay, this is a completely new thing for me. So
Oh,
you
okay.
don't drink, you've never tasted camel's milk?
No, I'm hearing this for the
No.
first. I didn't even know there was a thing
Mhm.
like camel's milk. I didn't
Okay.
know that. So how are you? How's everything going?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great as well.
How was the day?
Like I said, it just started. It's doing going pretty well. After this, I'm going to have, I think, one more
Mhm.
session, but that's going to be pretty much it. Um,
Okay.
I don't have anything solid planned. What about you?
Well, this is my only session that I have for today. Today,
Mm.
I don't have any sessions. I've already finished some sessions yesterday and I'm thinking of making a solo video. So I'm kind of preparing for that.
Okay.
Okay, let's have the introduction. You didn't even ask me to introduce.
Yes. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. Yeah. So, first, I'll introduce myself and then you can go. So, my
Yeah,
name
sure.
is Niyati, as you know, and I started this channel like 3 months ago. It's doing pretty well, and I'm really happy with the love and support that I'm getting. Apart from that, I've done my BTech in electronics and communication engineering, and then did not feel like
Mhm.
pursuing masters. I mean, I did. I was pursuing it for a month, and then I was like, no. I had my doubts even during BTech, like whether I want to go further into the field or
Mhm.
not. So
Oh,
yeah, I'm
you're an engineer.
discovering. I don't know if you can call somebody an engineer if they're not really into that
Yeah, you
field anymore.
finished bachelor, right?
Yes.
Bachelor's in engineering. Yeah, even I am also a BTech IT
I
engineer.
know that. I think I
Yeah.
know a lot about you. But yeah.
Mhm.
So okay, let's have you give an introduction now.
Sure. Yeah. Obviously, you know my name, Ramachandran. I'm
Hmm.
from Tamil Nadu. I'm working in the software industry. I'm also a software engineer. Like I've done my BTech IT, and I'm also a passionate learner of this language, English, and I've been learning for around 4.5 years now. And also, I
Hmm.
run this YouTube channel where I post my conversational videos, mostly English-related videos. So far, everything is going good, I guess.
I was asking you, how do you manage everything? Isn't your life must be crazy, right? You're having a full-time job and then you're
Yeah.
also doing YouTube.
Yeah, it's very difficult to manage. And I cannot post video every day and I cannot even create a session every day. It's very difficult. I mean, talking to someone, having a conversation is very easy. The thing is, editing is really difficult. That's what takes most of my time. So what I do is I usually post once in 3 days, like once in 4 days. That's
Hmm.
why I'm not posting much videos nowadays. So I'm thinking of creating a system like I'll every day. So in this particular time I should be working on YouTube, so I'm thinking of doing it, but it's very difficult to manage that. And I'm planning to change to solo videos. I'm thinking of creating contents. I've already
Hmm.
spoken many conversations, right? So I'm thinking of trying something new. I don't know
Yeah.
how that is going to come. Yep.
I saw one. You were having a conversation with ChatGPT. That solo
Oh
video
yeah.
I saw. Yeah, that was nice one.
Yeah, I never thought about it. Just I was talking with ChatGPT, and then suddenly something came to my mind. Okay, let's record this. Then I
Hmm.
recorded it, and I started talking with ChatGPT again.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I have a
Mhm.
conversation with ChatGPT like almost on a daily basis, but I never thought you. I mean, it's insane, right? You had this idea, you converted it into a content kind of material. So that's nice
Yeah.
because I am having a conversation with it every day, but I never thought of doing that. So that's clever.
You can ask ChatGPT some crazy questions. It can it can answer any question that you ask. Sometimes ChatGPT gets confused. My friend had a similar experience. He told me something like one night actually he was not able to breathe. He got this
Hmm.
congestions in his chest. He thought something is wrong with his. I mean, he's getting heart attack or something. He thought that.
Hmm.
So it was nighttime during at 12 o'clock. Okay, everybody was sleeping in his house, so he didn't want to create panic there. So he asked ChatGPT like, "These are the symptoms that I'm getting. What is it?" So the ChatGPT said, well, the symptom that he is getting is if he lies down, if he lies flat on the floor, he gets this breathlessness. So the ChatGPT told him, okay, you try it for the 10 seconds and see what happens and let me know. So the ChatGPT was there with him for the whole night, like 2 hours. And every 10 seconds, he tells the ChatGPT, now I'm getting breathlessness. Okay, you stand up, you get up and sit. And then after a few minutes, the ChatGPT says, okay, you try this again and see what happens. For the next 2 hours, it checked everything and then it said it doesn't look like a heart problem or anything. Maybe you have muscle cramp or something. And then
Hmm.
he slept that day, and the next day he was all right.
Hmm. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
don't know.
just
I mean,
mind.
I don't know if it is very good to use ChatGPT to check your health, but he did that. That's his experience.
Yeah, it does happen. He was probably experiencing anxiety. I don't think it was a muscle cramp because it,
Yeah, might be
yeah, it
because
can happen
for the
again.
last 2 days, 2 days before that day, he was restless. He didn't log
Hmm.
in and he couldn't get sleep, and maybe because of that reason, I don't know.
Yeah,
And
could
the
be
next day he
stress.
was all right. Yeah.
Actually, what I've noticed, ChatGPT answers the way you want it to answer it. For example, if you're explaining a situation, and if you're like, well, this happened with me, so do you think I did the right thing? Obviously, you did the right thing. Yeah, absolutely. That's what you should have done. And if you, I because I tried it, and then I
It's trying to
opened a
pacify you, I guess.
yeah, I
Yeah.
opened a completely different chat, and then I explained the situation in an opposite way. And then I was like, yeah, and it was like, yeah, this is what you should have. So contradicting, that's where I
Okay.
understand
So
it.
every time it gives different answers for the same
Yeah,
situation, depending
different.
on how you write the chat.
Yes, depending on how
Okay.
you want the answer, it kind of gets the knowledge. Like, okay, this is what probably this person might. It just wants you to know that it's on your side, like whatever the situation is. I think that's how it's programmed or whatever.
Yeah, they are still studying ChatGPT. They are trying to upgrade it. I don't know, maybe within 5, 10 years, we would be able to see a completely different AI from now.
For sure. It's scary though.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be. A lot of people are getting scared. It's because of the movies that they had shown. AI is always dangerous, but I like AI.
Yeah, I mean, if it gets out of hand, like all we have to do is remove the plug.
Yeah. Well, that is not going to be the answer because
Okay.
internet, it's connected worldwide. It's everything is connected in one wire. And even if you stop the AI, if it has intelligence, it will take a backup of it in a different place, in a different location, somewhere in Australia or Africa. You don't know where it's programmed and where it's working from.
That means I'm safe because my internet never works right. So I'm on the safe side.
Mm. Yeah, right, right.
Okay, so
Cool.
you're living in Tamil Nadu, right?
Yes, I'm
How's the
from
weather
Tamil Nadu.
there? How's everything? I no, okay, so you can go first.
Yeah, actually, in Tamil Nadu, it's always very hot, especially during the summertime. It's scorching hot every day. So nowadays, I mean, I'm not going out nowadays, especially in the afternoon. I go out only in the morning and evening times.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're working from home, right?
Yes. Today I'm working from home. That's the reason my background is little different today. It's because I'm in my
Hmm.
home. I usually record my sessions. I rented a separate room for my work, so I usually work from there. It's nearby to my house. But I've vacated that. room and I'm in my home now.
Hmm. I
Mm,
visited Kerala last
oh,
year. Yes, it was so much fun. That was the first time me and my family, we visited Kerala. That was the first time we visited the south side of India. And it was
oh,
amazing. Now, I'm from Rajasthan. We don't have trees here. I mean, we do have trees, but like the amount of trees that
you
we
don't have
saw over
trees.
there.
Okay.
No, actually, I was messing with somebody in Kerala. So I told him
Hmm.
that, like, we don't have trees. Like, absolutely, I'm seeing trees here for the first time. And we ride on camels when we have to go to school. He was like, oh, okay, well, okay. He thought
Hmm.
that I was not kidding. Okay, so like that's the image that everybody has of Rajasthan, that we probably
Hmm.
have camels. Like
Right.
every single house has a camel and stuff like that. It's not
Even I
this.
thought
I know.
Even I thought everybody would be having a camel in house. Like we in Tamil Nadu, we have, I mean, not now. We used to have cows in our houses, like in my grandparents' time, even in my father's time. I thought, okay, in Rajasthan, most probably people would be having camels and they drink camel milk.
Yeah, well, I understand why that's so, because I think
Okay,
even
do
if
you
I
drink camel milk? Have
no,
you ever?
what? No,
No? Okay. I mean,
no,
do people usually drink camel milk? No?
no. I'm
Oh.
hearing that for the first time. That why would somebody do that to themselves?
Okay, I mean, somebody told me that people in deserted regions, especially Rajasthan, they drink camel milk, just like we have cows in here. Similarly, they have camels there. That's what I've heard. Okay, this is a completely new thing for me. So
Oh,
you
okay.
don't drink, you've never tasted camel's milk?
No, I'm hearing this for the
No?
first. I didn't even know there was a thing
Mhm.
like camel's milk. I didn't
Okay,
know that. People go there for vacations during winters
okay,
because
okay,
it's really nice during winters over there. It's like a desert kind of thing, and people stay in tents and stuff to get that authentic experience.
okay. So it has sand dunes.
Yeah, that
Okay, so have you ever visited sand dunes, like the place that you said, Baikonur, I guess?
I have. We went there, I
Okay.
think, 5 years ago to celebrate New Year's Eve.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I've never visited to any desert place. I've never visited to Rajasthan. What I found out is recently I spoke with a woman from US like 2 days ago, like a podcast I tried, and she told me like a lot of foreigners are interested in India. It's because of the yoga and meditation.
Mhm.
They really want to know the spiritual aspect of India, and the the thing is, I thought, okay, we Indians, we never do yoga. Most of the Indians, they are not very health conscious. They are physically and mentally, they are not stable. And these foreigners, somehow they've learned from India. I mean, they learn about India and they come to India to learn all these things. And we are not doing it anymore. So it's like the cultural shift is happening. Like we are becoming more Western, we are becoming Westerners, and the Westerners are becoming Indians. So that's
Mhm.
what I've learned recently because most of the foreigners they are very much interested in learning meditation and yoga, and we are
Mhm.
not.
Yeah, but don't you think they are probably getting the best of the both worlds, right? Obviously, everything is a lot of things are better over there, and then they are adapting to. I mean, not adapting. They are picking out the good things of India, right? Like yoga
Right.
or meditation, whatever.
And we are picking out the bad things of Western
Yes,
cultures.
exactly. Fried food and stuff
Right.
like that. We didn't have that here originally.
Correct.
I wanted to also discuss movies. I
Yeah,
personally feel
sure.
like the movies from the South side are far better than Bollywood. That's what I think. My favorite movie
Hmm.
is Bahubali, typical. Everybody's seen that. But yeah,
Yeah,
I love that movie.
I
Also,
like,
Bahubali 2. Um,
even me too. I'm a great fan of Bahubali series, those two movies. I used to watch those movies regularly, when that movie was released. I think I probably watched more than 20 times, both of the
Same.
movies.
Same. And I could
Yeah.
so it was dubbed in Hindi over here. I watched the
Hmm.
dubbed version. So like I knew the dialogues by heart every single time. So if we were
Oh,
rewatching as a family binge watching the movie, so I would just recite the dialogues and my family just gets pissed off, like just let us watch the movie. But yeah,
okay. So when the action happens, you give the dialects even
yes.
before they say,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, people will get frustrated if anyone's watching a movie with you, and especially if your favorite movie is going on. You always say the dialects with them, and when they shout, you also shout.
Yeah, kind of. So, who's your favorite
Okay.
character? Is it Amarendra or is it Mahendra?
Oh, that's a very difficult question. I think Mahendra. I mean,
Why?
the son.
Yeah, why?
Well, I don't know. I like that character. Amirendra is already a king. He is already a prince, right? Mahendra came from nothing.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, but I just
Yeah.
like the thinking process of Amarendra more. He was more mature.
Hmm.
Mahendra was just out of the place, and he did not have a control over his arrogance and stuff like that. But yeah, if
Yeah.
you think about it, he's never had that proper exercise or training, whatever the prince a prince goes through. But he was
Yeah.
still able to defeat the king.
He came from the forest. He is more like a barbarian. He has this wild strength, like a godlike strength. I mean, that's
Hmm.
what they have shown in that movie. They are trying to show him as Lord Shiva. Okay,
Hmm.
he has more correlation with the Lord Shiva. That's what they have tried to show them, and I like that character. And also in the second part, the way they did the fighting, especially the climax
Hmm.
fighting, it was really good. I mean, it's over the top. Like people always say, this is too much for India. I mean, I'm more like I enjoy the film. It doesn't matter whether you hit 100 people or 1,000 people. It doesn't really matter. As long as you keep the audience engaged, that's fine. I really enjoyed the final fight of Bahubali too. But most of my friends they say this is too much. How can one person beat 100 guys like it, and how can one person fly like this? They always ask these questions, but I kind of liked it.
Are you referring to that scene where I think it was the coconut trees and they tied it to something
Yeah,
to
the palm tree,
create
I
the.
guess.
Yeah.
Yes, they are catapulted towards the fort, and they go there and they fight. And also the army also does the same thing. They're also
Hmm.
catapulted towards the fort, and it was quite nice. I mean, it's really different. But how can you say? Even Hollywood movies, if you take, everything is top of the line. For example, Avenger
Hmm.
series itself, that is
Hmm.
not reality actually. You
Hmm.
cannot say, okay, Captain America, do you think he can fight 100 people or 10 people at least? So
Hmm.
it's I don't think it's a very good comparison comparing a movie with reality.
Hmm. Yeah, that's why movies are basically a reality escape, right? Escape from reality.
Yeah, I know that you watch a lot of English movies and web series. Okay, tell
Yeah.
me your favorite English movie or web series.
Okay, for the web series, I can say there's this show called You, You.
You. Oh yeah, I know that. I've never seen that, but whenever
Hmm.
I try to open YouTube in my browser, when I type you, that's the web series. This, I mean, this is many times I've spoken to many girls. Most of them they tell they whenever I ask them what is your favorite movie, favorite web series, they always tell me crime related and the mystery related, especially vampires, something related. You know that
Hmm.
everything is blood related. I can say.
Hmm.
Why is that?
I
Why
don't
people are so
know,
obsessed with
but
this
I
crime? Yeah.
yes, I agree with you. Actually, I don't know. It just is a thing. True crime podcast, right? Like, so we
Mhm.
sleep with it. So, for example, like you could play it on Spotify and be sleeping
Mhm.
soundly. That's the situation. I don't know.
Okay.
It's comforting in a way. I shouldn't
Okay.
be using the word comforting, but it kind. Okay, so maybe one of the possible reasons could be like, how can you save yourself from these situations? This is what can happen without you actually experiencing these things. You can kind of get
Hmm.
an insight. Like this is what
Okay.
some women get themselves into. So maybe you can avoid that kind of thing. Maybe
I
I don't know, but
understand.
it's fun.
Maybe they have the natural instinct of
Yes.
curiosity, like what's happening there, like what
Hmm.
is he going to do in the next. Okay. I
Yeah.
understand that some kind of suspenseful curiosity.
Yeah.
Okay, I mostly like comedy type of movies, mostly comedy movies. Movies, when it comes to movies, I like biography movies. I've watched
Hmm.
many biography movies in my life. And web series means mostly I watch comedy related web series. You know,
Hmm.
Friends, that's my favorite one. Like I've seen it multiple times, like two, three times, I guess I've seen it.
Hmm.
And I've seen many web series. The recent one that I saw was that I've been seeing this Attack on Titans. That is an anime web series. That's an anime, and that is more like a little bit horror, but it's
What is
kind of
it
very
called?
interesting. Attack on Titans.
Okay, that's a pretty popular one, right?
Yeah, I've never known about that. Just recently, I got to know about it because I saw
Hmm.
some reel and Instagram reel. I saw it and I was like, okay, let's see this. And
Hmm.
I just watched the first episode and then I was hooked. Oh my God, I have to watch this fully. So I've been binging it.
Hmm. I anime, I've seen Death Note. Uh, if
Yeah,
you've seen
Death
Death
Note
Note, yeah,
is,
everybody watches
yeah,
Death
it's
Note.
everybody watched it. It's
But
very
I think
famous.
that's the best one if you want to get into anime. It's really good.
Mhm.
It plays with the mind games. It's crazy, like how both of them are frenemies and the how the plot goes and everything.
Yeah, I know that. And actually, this Attack on Titans is similar to Death Note. I mean, the characters are more or less same. The Light Yagami's character is more like Yeren's character, but the plot, the powers, the environment, everything is different. But only the character is they don't give up. They want
Mhm.
something to do in this life. You know that kind of character they have. So I liked it.
Maybe I'll watch
And the
it
final
then.
season is going on. Yeah, it's a very big season. I mean, they have 5 seasons and 20 episodes each. It's a
Hmm.
very big one.
It's not that big, I think, compared to
Mm.
Naruto, what it's called. It
Yeah,
has 300 some, I don't know how many episodes it has, but these kind of series, if you
300.
don't keep up with them from the very beginning, I don't think you can catch up.
So, what is your favorite? Do you have any? Do you don't watch any comedy web series or comedy movies?
I do. I don't anymore. I don't think there's any.
You don't anymore?
Don't anymore because I don't think there is. Is there any
Hmm.
good one out there right now? I don't think so. You're watching
I
it,
don't
so
know.
which one are you watching?
Right now, I'm not watching anything. I'm watching only this Attack on Titans. I'm not watching any
Okay.
comedy web series. Yeah, I've seen this recently. Also, I've seen Friends like few months ago. Like it was
Mm.
boring, so I got this subscription of Netflix and I started watching Friends. But I usually don't complete. I already know the story, right? We've already seen it multiple
Mm.
times. So I just go to the best parts of it. That's all.
Okay. I watched Friends in 2020 and I got obsessed. I thought there is no better show out there than Friends. But then I
Yeah.
watched The Office. I highly recommend, please
Yeah.
watch The Office. Like, please watch
Yeah,
it.
I've seen it.
You've seen it?
I
It's better,
ha
right?
yeah, I've seen some of the episodes, but I haven't finished it fully. Like I think 5, 6 episodes I've seen it. They do an
Okay.
office party, right?
Yeah, so let me
Like, yep.
I'm just very eager to say something about The Office. Yeah. So
Yeah.
season one is not good. Let me assure you
Okay.
that season one, the people that get past season one and to season two
Mhm.
and so on, season two is the real treasure. From season two onwards is the real treasure.
Okay.
I can assure you that. Season one is just actually The Office is based on a British series, like The Office British, and there's The Office US. We watch The
Okay.
Office US, it's more popular. But
Yeah.
so the first one was the exact copy of the British one, and the British one finished it in the season one itself. They wrapped it up. But
Okay.
the US one, they took it to a different turn from season two. So from season two, it's far better.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll give a try. I watched only 5 episodes, I think, and
Hmm.
after that, I was not very interested. I know this guy. I like this guy. I forgot his name, but I've seen
John
him in many
Christianani.
movies.
John.
Yeah, John. Yeah, I've seen him in many movies, so I know this guy. So that's why I watched Office. Have you seen this movie?
Quiet
Recently, I
Place.
watched this one.
Quiet Place.
Not Quiet Place. Um, Short Call, I guess.
No.
Short Call.
Is it like a
Oh,
army movie, something?
Big Shot. Big
No.
Shot.
No.
This is more like a real life thing that happened. Uh, there was an economic problem that happened in the US that happened in 2008 or 2010 times, and it affected the entire world. Even India also was affected by that. And how did it happen? What exactly happened? That economic crisis. The movie was based on that, and this guy acted in that movie. So it was really
Hmm.
good. And
Okay.
Christine Bale was also acted in that movie.
Okay, I haven't seen this one. I haven't even heard of this. But
Um,
he
yeah.
was also in this army movie. I don't remember the name, but I've watched that one. And I watched Quiet Place. Have you watched Quiet Place?
No. What is that
Okay.
about?
It's a thriller, suspense thriller. That's the kind of movies I'm into actually. So
Okay.
John, and he has a family. Actually, his real wife is his wife on screen also in this movie.
Okay.
So yeah, they have this family. I have three kids, and the weird aliens come. Now I know I don't like aliens, but still, it's a really good movie. So these aliens have really strong ears, like from miles away they can hear you breathing. So you have to
Hmm.
stay quiet just to survive. You have to stay absolutely quiet because if you make a noise, they're going to hear you and stuff like that. So John
And
builds
they'll
a
kill you.
yeah, he builds a soundproof house so that in the house they can talk. But outside,
Hmm.
obviously, they have to go outside for getting the vegetables or whatever. So yeah, that's when it
So
gets
everybody
complicated.
lives silent in a quiet place. They don't make any noise, right? I think I have seen the trailer of it. Like, if
Hmm.
anyone speaks something, if anyone gives any noise, and suddenly an alien comes and
Yeah,
attacks and
yeah,
kills
that's
them
the
all
movie.
within just a few seconds.
Yep,
Oh
that's the
yeah, I
movie.
know this movie. I haven't seen it yet.
Mhm. Maybe you're not
Great.
into thrillers, so if you are, then
Yeah,
it's a good one. You
I'm
gotta figure
more
out.
like how do you say? Little bit the movie should be a little bit slower and it should be more
Hmm.
realistic, especially when it comes to English movies. I find, I mean, I'm interested more into realistic movies. If it
Hmm.
is based on real story, that I would be interested watching that movie.
Hmm.
Have you seen this movie, Interstellar?
Yes,
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
I watched it long time ago, but I remember the plot twist or something was good. He was knocking on the what is it called? The bookshelf from
Hmm.
like the past, and the past self was like looking like what's happening. The book falls down, but he doesn't understand. He tries to grab his attention. He himself tries something like that, right? I
Yeah,
don't remember.
right, right. He gets stuck in a different dimension, and in that dimension, he can travel through time. So he
Hmm.
can go to past and future. So he goes to his past self and tries to tell him that don't leave, don't go. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
a very good movie.
Yeah.
Maybe I think you're more into action and horror, suspense, thriller.
Not action, not action at
Mhm.
all. I hate action movies, but I love
Okay.
thrillers or suspense movies or just like funny web series like The Office. The Office is very realistic compared to Friends. You
Hmm.
don't actually have friends that let you stay over like a family, right? I mean, I'm not saying, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I do have a best friend too. Like, I love her so much. She's like a sister to me. But,
Mhm.
it's very unrealistic. But The Office, you'll find it more realistic and very funny if you get
Okay.
what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, I will see it. I mean, I've seen it. Even if I think about him, I'm getting laugh. Do you remember he mocks Pam? Pam, Pam is a girl that
Mm.
who's sitting in the front office. He
Receptionist.
goes, yeah, receptionist or something. He goes there and he says, Pam, 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 something
Mm.
like that.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
is
I
really
remember
funny.
that one. Yeah, that was funny. It's one of the most funny
Yeah,
scenes. It's not,
yeah.
but like it gets better and better if you watch it.
Sure, I'll
Um,
watch it.
yeah. So, what
Do
was I
you
going
have
to say?
any other topics? We'll discuss some other topics.
Actually, well, the time is running out, so I think we can wrap up
Hmm.
the session.
Oh,
But
it's already 37 minutes.
yeah,
Okay.
I told somebody
No,
that
if you
when you
want more
have,
content, yeah,
it's not about content. It's I'm just literally having fun, genuinely enjoying having a conversation with you. What was I saying?
yeah,
Yeah, so I'm saying when you don't plan conversations and they just go really smooth when you just have unplanned conversations and like whatever way. So
yeah.
that's what I think. I'm genuinely having so much fun right now.
No, that's actually true. Even yesterday, I mean, 2 days before, I've had a conversation with someone, and I planned everything. I really noted down the questions that I should ask. I really wanted
Hmm.
to make it like a podcast kind of thing, but after starting the call, I completely forgot the questions. Like
Yeah.
whatever I was about to ask, I completely forgot, and I started talking to her normally,
Hmm.
and then somehow I finished that session.
Yep, that's how it goes usually. I also,
Yeah,
in the very first month, I used to talk about how you learn English and stuff like that. But I think people get bored after some time, like 10 tips to
right.
improve your fluency. Here you go. But then they get super bored after some time. And even we also get super bored, like, let's move on to something else. So now I just
Yeah,
have,
even my audience, they give actually, they mention in the comments, they say, Ram, you're talking about English all the time.
hmm,
Okay, why don't you talk about different topics? Well, even I try to do that, but it depends on the other person also, right? If they are not interested, if they are not, if they don't have much knowledge about the topic, it's very hard to talk on it. So they wouldn't be interested. Most of them, they are interested in talking about English. So that's what even I am also thinking. maybe for me, I mean, for the next session, maybe we can discuss about a topic. Otherwise, you should have
Yes,
told me already a
yeah,
topic.
for sure.
I yeah, I can come prepared for that.
Yeah, you can, for your session, maybe we can do that if you want. So,
Sure.
anyway, it was super fun having a conversation with you. Genuinely enjoyed so much. And thank you so much for
Me too.
joining me today. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me in this conversation. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, have a
Yep.
great day ahead.
Have a great day to you. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.